Well, it was touted as the largest investment fraud case in California history, but today the criminal case against Walter Ng and his son Kelly ended with a whimper.
Sure did. ABC 7 News I-Team reporter Dan Noyes has been covering this from the very beginning. He's back from federal court in Oakland with the latest on this.
Well, Dan and Carolyn, the investors are just devastated. More than 2,000 of them lost over $700 million in these real estate funds. They doubted they would ever get their money back, but at least they wanted the Ngs to face some serious criminal charges.
Do you have any feelings at all about what's happened? Do you apologize to the investors?
In the plea deal, Walter Ng and his son Kelly pleaded guilty to structuring transactions for the purpose of evading the reporting requirement, keeping cash withdrawals under $10,000 to avoid detection. 84-year-old Walter Ng will serve 5 years probation, no prison time. 57-year-old Kelly will serve time in prison. The guidelines call for at least 2.5 years, but that will be determined at a hearing in March. The investors tell me it doesn't seem like justice.
This seems like pulling Bernie Madoff over for jaywalking. I mean, and getting him on jaywalking as opposed to what happened.
There have been suicides about at least one, and it's shocking and really, really sad.
There should be a real punishment here involved because a lot of people go to prison for very minor cases compared to this. They're sort of getting off scot-free, and I don't think it's right.
This comes after a massive investigation by the FBI, more than 2 years and hundreds of interviews. Prosecutors apparently let the statute of limitations run out on the more serious charge of securities fraud.
There were a lot of blatant actions that could have been brought to light and never were. And unfortunately, at this point, it's too late.
Investors have filed a class action lawsuit against Wells Fargo for its role in the Ng investment firms. The SEC has a civil case against the Ngs, a fines possible there. Walter Ng is still going through a bankruptcy. The trustee has sold off his cars, jewelry, and a membership in the Crow Canyon Country Club. That process will continue until the end of next year.
Walter, any words at all for the investors?
We'll talk after sentencing.
So many investors lost their life savings, their homes. Others lost more.
We invested the money that we received in a wrongful death, suit against when our son died, and we used that money to fund a program at Children's Hospital, and that money vanished.
Well, after the Bernie Madoff scandal, there's a new IRS rule that lets investors write off their losses. But the Ng's charge is apparently not serious enough, so these investors may not qualify. As one IRS source told me today, there will be a lot of angry investors.
Yeah,
Carolyn?
understandably.
Absolutely.
Dan.
What a shame.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you.